Now I'm going to tell you about the last job I had in Jamaica before I come to America. You have this bank in Jamaica, and Jamaica is big bank. You know, they found out that prostitution was taking place after hours behind the bank. So the security company hires me to stop it, to weed it out. Everybody in here who doesn't know what prostitution is, let me explain what it is. During prostitution, there's always two people fucking. Always. And so therefore, my job is to always stopping two people from fucking. Some job, huh? Some beautiful job, right?
Not beautiful.
My typical night at work, I show up at work and I'm in my security booth and I'm watching, looking. And the very moment I spot two people fucking, I rush over and give them a speech that will go like this. Get out of here! Get out of here! This is private property. This type of act is not permitted on here. Get out of here! And folks, I don't know what I did wrong. But before you know it, there was two people fucking everywhere. Everywhere you look, there was prostitution. Apparently, all the prostitutes in Jamaica found out what a beautiful, wonderful person I was. And now all the prostitutes in Jamaica found themselves at home with security. And you motherfuckers can question my security ability as you want, but those prostitutes feel safe with me. And yes, I did that job for almost 3 months before they fired me. And I never lost one prostitute. We wake up this morning, the fucking bill did not pass. That means, imagine I'll be going back to jail for weed again.
Uncle Howie!
Laugh out loud, baby. Give it up! So folks, I have been very forgetful lately. That's why I tie my head, to keep the little brain I have left from escaping. Now I walk in here tonight and you all look at me and say, oh, look at Uncle Howie. He's so handsome and fashionable with that head wrap on his head. This have nothing to do with fashion. Right, his head wrap is very, very important medical equipment. Without his head wrap right here, everything inside here, all my jokes, is gone. And not too long ago, I was booked to do a comedy show. And I showed up at the club, and they gave me this amazing introduction to the stage. And man, I run up on the stage like I was Cat Williams. Do my little dance, and grab the mic, and I put the mic at my mouth, and what do you know? I forgot all my jokes. And if it should happen again tonight, I would like you to do exactly what they did at the other club. They mocked me and laughed after me all night long. They called me the Joker, who cannot remember his jokes. And what made it even worse, one of my co-workers was there, right? One of my friends from work, he was there. And that motherfucker go around and tell everybody. Terrible, 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 terrible human being. Terrible person. But you know what? I forgive him, you know? Why? He's a great storyteller. This is how he tells his story. He said, man, I was at the comedy club last night, and man, Uncle Glory run up on the stage to go tell the biggest joke ever. And then that nigga forgot the joke. Before you know it, everybody at work is laughing after me. But trust me, this is very, very important medical equipment. And because I didn't, they wanted to add it to Amendment 3, to help the bill to pass. And because I was busy, to do the negotiation. So, of course, we wake up this morning, the fucking bill did not pass. That means, imagine, I'll be going back to jail for weed again. Thank you.
Welcome to the stage, one of our local new favorites, Uncle Howie.
Yeah, man, big it up for the mighty Joe. Recently, I met a 57-year-old woman, and she told me she hasn't had sex in almost 25 years. And I thought, either I am the luckiest man in the world, or she's bullshitting. Probably looking at me from across the street. I said, yeah, you'll buy it. You look stupid. I'm beginning to believe that sex is not just the basic in and out thing that I used to think it is, And when I say in and out, I know what your motherfuckers are thinking. Take your mind out the gutter. Thinking. When I say in and out, what I mean is in, out. You see, man, you're thinking. No. In and out. The woman who haven't had sex in almost 25 years, she invited me over to her house, to talk, get to know each other a little better. I lay down on the bed beside her. She's talking, I'm right here, she's there. She's talking, and I'm thinking. She's talking, thinking, thinking. And yes, I don't know if you figure it out as yet, but I'm lying on the bed beside a vagina that has not been fucked in almost 25 years. And to be quite honest with you, I really, really would like to fuck that vagina. Really, really, very much. This is what I did there. I said really, really twice. I said really, really, want to fuck it. Really, really. Just so you know how much I want to fuck it. Anyway, so I'm there, we get to know each other. She's talking, I'm thinking, and talking, thinking. And then I make a fuck move, I try to fuck her. And she blocked me. She said, "Uncle, remember what I told you? I'm not ready." Now, earlier when I said that she had not sex in almost 25 years, she was like a week or two away. So she wanted to hold out for the rest of the 25 years. And when she said she's not ready, so now I changed my plan. So I started to complimenting her. I said, "Oh man, you're such a strong woman. I admire you. You should be commended. You should be respected. You're a strong woman. Okay? I am lying right here beside you on the bed. And you still, you got a plan. You're still sticking to your plan." And folks, I was awesome. Of course, I was just bullshitting her so I could get some pussy. So anyway, she, because when she found out I'm such an awesome motherfucker, she said, "Okay, I'm not gonna let you fuck me, but you could finger me." That poor woman didn't know that I'm a professional fingerer. So I started to finger. I'm gonna show you a finger. So I'm fingering her. She never been fingered like this before. Alright, folks. Anyway, quick before I go, she stick to her word. She never let me fuck her. But she fucked me.
Oh, one more time for Uncle Howie. I don't know about you guys, I was taking notes and I can't wait for the second half next week.
I remember when I just came to this country. A great album. Right? My first American virgin gave me the best advice ever. He said to me, Uncle, if you want to save money in America, whenever you meet a woman and she's hungry, give her some grits. Some grits.
I bet that's a little pretty good.
Yeah, he said, man, you give that woman one nice plate of grits in the morning, and I will stay on her all day.
For the last.
You're going to save a lot of money and grits, and yes, I took that man's advice. And I can tell you right now that I have saved a whole bunch of money by switching to grits. Savoring makes some noise, I came here tonight to read my future. But I tell you all about what is about to happen to me. So let me tell you what about to happen to me, folks. As you can see, I am getting into the comedy business. And pretty soon I'm going to have a whole lot of money. And after that, I'm going to be broke again. That's just how it works where I come from. It's broke, money, broke, money, broke, money, broke, money, and then I'm going to die broke. And yes, after I die broke, Georgia, she's going to open a GoFundMe. The Georgia is going to open a GoFundMe to bury me. So right now, I'm broke, right? And every one of you watching me right now don't even know that I'm alive. And pretty soon, I'm going to have a whole lot of money. And then each and every one of you in here going to be my friend. Right? And when Georgia introduces me to the stage, she's going to say, oh, welcome to a good friend of mine, Uncle Howie. Every one of you are going to be my friend. Plus, I'm going to have a beautiful woman at home who tell me that Uncle Howie, I will never leave you, nor forsake you. And then I'm going to be broke again. And after I'm broke again, what happened? That beautiful woman who told me that she will never leave me or forsake me, what happened? What did she do? She left me. But she didn't leave me because I'm broke. Now, I'm telling you my future now. You gotta tell it right, you gotta get it right. That beautiful woman did not leave me because I'm broke. She left me because one day I forgot to take out the garbage. And you're gonna find out that when you're broke, a woman will leave you for the simplest shit. So I'm gonna give an advice now for all the broke people out there. Never forget to take out the garbage.
Alright, give it up for your next comic. We got Uncle Howie coming to the stage.
What's up, Window Heaven, what's up? Well, tonight I am not gonna do any comedy. I'm going to do a little bit of journalism work. It's Black History Month. You motherfuckers need to put this down. Uncle Howie, the first nigga on earth to go on a stage at a comedy club and did no comedy. I'm just kidding, folks. I'm just kidding. Everything I do is comedy, really. You know, I am single, you know why? Because every time I ask a woman to marry me, she say, Uncle Howie, you're so funny. Never believe me. Elon Musk, right? You got a job with the Trump administration. And they, they would never say exactly what his job is. And the reason for that is because that job never existed before on Earth. And tonight I'm going to tell you guys what that job is. So basically, Elon Musk's job is to, supply the Trump administration with a bunch of robots. And those robots, some of them is going to replace the Mexicans who does roofing. And the rest of them is going to replace the federal workers who does nothing.
Fuck yeah.
So basically, you know, Mr. Musk is going to create them robots and program them. And then he's going to launch a shuttle out of space, pick them up, and bring them to Florida. Oh, is right. Because tonight I have a very, very important question to ask every one of you. Are you sure those robots not already here?
Yeah.
Everybody looking at their neighbor. Make like in church. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, are you a robot? I don't know if it's just me, right? But I'm running into some people since of late. You know, they're a little strange, a little different. You know, and it's not the typical kind of different that we already get accustomed to. You know, you go to the gas station, you go to, the supermarket. You know, you go to your child's school and you go to church. And church is the one place where every kind of weird is normal in church. And you can do anything in church, and it's considered very, very normal. Except now. Ever since Elon Musk get this job. And yes, folks, once again tonight, I'm going to ask you this question again. How do you know that those robots are not already here? Where are my Mexicans? Any Mexican in the house? Any Hispanics? Well, you're a lady, but can I ask you a question? Do you enjoy doing roofing? You don't like to be on top of the roof, you hop, skipping and jumping, fixing the roof, you don't? Well, you're an alien. You're a robot. Yep, I love to pass the construction sites and, I'm seeing the Mexican on the roof. They're beautiful. They're gonna be hard to replace. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna be very, very hard to replace because I ain't going on no roof. Winner Evan, good to see you once again. Take care. All right, pick up. 5 years ago, I met a rich woman. And naturally, I tried to get her pregnant.
No rubbers.
To better myself. And yes, folks, as you can see, it did not work. Man, I fucked that woman till I was weak. Nothing. I took her to Jamaica for 2 weeks, and I figured, look, let me try to fuck her in a whole other country. And see if it would work. Nothing. And then I found out that, for some reason, women with money just don't get pregnant. Except for Rihanna, Nothing terrifies a nigga more than a late fee. Shit, when I know that late fee is coming, man, I motherfucking panic. Afraid to leave the house. Afraid to answer the phone. Afraid to check my mail. Now, speaking about checking my mail, I recently moved to Florida. Living in a white neighborhood. And I've seen something. The first day I lived there, I seen something I never seen before. The mail truck came, and as soon as the mail truck came, I noticed all my neighbors smiling, half skipping and jumping to go check their mail. You see, you don't get this joke because where I come from, nobody loves to check their fucking mail. We don't get good shit in the mail. So if you have skipping and jumping to go check your mail, you're getting good shit. Boy, would I love to check one of my neighbor's mail. I check it out, to see if I could. And I found out that Yep, it is a federal crime for black people to check white people's mail. I am out of town. As a matter of fact, I am out of country. Yep, I came here all the way from Jamaica 30 years ago. And tonight I'm going to tell you about the last job I had in Jamaica before I came to America. So this bank in Jamaica, one of Jamaica's big banks, they found out that prostitution was taking place after hours behind the bank. And their security company hires me to stop it. To weed it out. For those of you who don't know what prostitution is, let me tell you what it is. See, during prostitution, there's always two people fucking. Always. And therefore, my job is to always stopping two people from fucking. Some beautiful, wonderful job, huh? My typical night at work, I show up at work and I'm sitting in the security booth and I'm watching. And the very moment I spot two people fucking, I would rush over to them and stop them from fucking. And they was right there beside me fucking. I see the light. Anyway, folks, so of course they fire me. You know, it was a terrible job, as you can see. Was not the right guy, was not the right pick to stop people from fucking. It never worked. There's all the grown folks in the 301 make some noise right now. And you know that John, your uncle, right? He was talking about my uncle. Yeah, it was my uncle at that construction site. But he left out something very important. He wasn't there to do construction. He was selling weed. The music was not loud enough when I was entering the stage, Jamaican style. Play back that funky music, white boy. Folks, tonight, I'm not gonna do any comedy. I'm not gonna do any comedy tonight. Tonight I'm gonna do a little bit of journalistic work. It's Black History Month, right? And I need every one of you to write this down. Uncle Howie, the first nigga on earth to go to a comedy club, get on stage, and did no comedy. Nobody ever done. I am so funny, that's why I'm single. Every time I meet a woman and said, "Oh, sweetheart, will you marry me?" She said, "Uncle, you're so funny." Elon Musk, you know, he got that job with the Trump administration. And they can never tell us exactly what that job is. Why? Because such a job never existed before here on Earth, on this planet. But tonight, I'm going to tell you what Elon Musk's job really is. Elon Musk's job is to supply the Trump administration with a whole bunch of robots. And some of those robots is gonna replace the Mexican who does roofing. And the other robots is gonna replace the federal workers who does nothing.